I just talked while my mic is being mute. I'm extremely sorry for that. Good evening to all the viewers who are watching live and will be watching on the recorded version. This is me, Orko Mukherjee, your IT manager. So, with this, let's just start with the 30 seconds countdown time. We have wasted 55 minutes, 55 seconds.
Good evening, sir, and good
Good
evening,
evening.
everybody.
Good evening to everybody.
We should, to start tonight, we have to say happy birthday, N.I.H.A.
Thank
National
you.
Institute of Homoeopathy. The foundation stone was laid down on 10th of December in 1975. And today, we are celebrating 49th Foundation Day of National Institute of Homoeopathy. And National Institute of Homeopathy Alumni Association is proud to celebrate this online through our 84th CME. And to celebrate this occasion, we have a host of a panel of speakers who will be sharing tonight's topic. Now, we are having with us our respected president, Dr. Deb Narayan Kalyani, sir, who himself being an alumnus from fourth batch of Dip NIH. Welcome, sir, my co-host,
Welcome. Thank you, Bidyut.
and and myself from UG course, first batch of BHMS. Then we have, with your permission, sir, let us call tonight our next respected guest and very reputed alumnus of NIH, first batch of Dip NIH, Dr. Nirupama Mishra. Ma'am, please be
Sure.
on the digital screen.
Yes.
We are very
Welcome
lucky to
to
meet madam.
Thank you. Thank you.
No,
Thank you.
sir.
on the 49th birthday of National Institute of Homeopathy. We are lucky to have
By the
you
one of the best,
on our live CME.
Yes.
by one of the
Thank
best possible
you.
alumnus
An
organization.
auspicious day.
And that was told by our teachers, not by us.
Yes.
Right. And we are having with us, till now on screen, from fourth batch of BHMS UG course, she is Dr. Jyotsna Tandon. Orko, please bring Jyotsna ma'am on screen. Hello, Jyotsna.
Good evening.
Please unmute. You are muted.
দাদা নমস্কার, কেমন আছেন আপনি সব?
All are
সবাই ভালো
fine
আছি।
and welcome to tonight's CME. Then we have with us our eighth batch UG alumnus, a very reputed teacher, now working in Gujarat, Dr. Nagendra Singh. Also, please bring Dr. Nagendra on screen.
দাদা আমি লাইট অ্যারেঞ্জ করছি, একটু লোডশেডিং হয়েছে, আমি জাস্ট ল্যাপটপ অন করছি, লাইট হয়ে যাবে।
Okay. No issue. Now, to start tonight's session, NIH was founded in 1975, but first batch came 2 years later. And I'm presently sitting in a place, it's in our, so they're sitting also in the same district, and NIH initially the first working started in this very place in our in a small 4-5 room hospital type arena in Lamrata, Vermont. I think Nirupama and Kalyani sir will agree to that. we're very glad to hear from our seniors, Nirupama ma'am. Nirupama ma'am, please share your experience, your journey in NIH.
Let me first start like you. Happy birthday, NIH. This is a very auspicious day, and
Happy birthday.
it is completed 48 years. And what I'll be sharing is my 46
একটু
years
দশটা
of
পরে করুন, সেমিনারে 10টার পরে
46
করুন,
years back
সেমিনারে আছেন।
story of NIH. And I wish want to give salutations and homage to my mother institute, which made me what I am today. And I pray to God, let it have all name, fame, honor, what it deserves. Its founder director, late Dr. K.P. Mazumdar, wanted that this institute should be like MIT or Harvard or Stanford for homeopathy. And I pray to God that let his dream be fulfilled one day, that we achieve those standards. Because in infrastructure, it has increased a lot. Well, we have another branch also at Narela, Delhi, and in northeastern region also we have one institute. But what he meant was quality of teaching, research, education, patient care, all combined together. So I wish NIH today that one day we will achieve and we will live to see that day. Now, you asked me to share my experience. So what was NIH like? I will say exhilarating. Those days I just cannot forget the ecstasy and our curiosity to learn and our experiences unmatched during those days. And for me, coming to NIH was, I will say, was it a destiny? Where like by chance or by accident, actually I wanted to study something more, but during those days nothing was available except that diploma course in homeopathy, so which I had completed. So my father, he had an engineering business. He said, okay, you are so keen to study, so you do chartered engineering and join the business. I said okay, and I was just about to start that after like within a month's time. So I was walking on the road one day and going, and I met Dr. Dilip Gupta. He was my batchmate from the NIH, first batchmate. But that time, just we knew each other in Calcutta as homeopathic practitioners. So he told me, Nirudi, where are you going? I said, just for some work. And I said, you? No, I went to NIH to fill the form. I said, what form filling? He said, today, you don't know? There was an advertise and today is the last day at 4 p.m. So that was by chance. I just came to know. I said, this is such a big news. I don't know. So immediately I rushed to NIH. I filled in my form. And anyway, that is the history. I gave the examination. And when Viva results came, one of my brother who had a shop nearby, he just phoned me that just Niru, come, your results have come, and you are on top of the list. So I just ran, and from there, my this exciting journey started. Because all these years, what we studied was like syllabus oriented study, but NIH gave us such a vast, we were on a vast stage, open field, learning and learning. And we were meeting such legendary people. I mean, it was such a exhilarating experience. I just cannot express that from a confined space, like we have come to outside world. We are meeting and talking to people like Dr. Divan Harishan, Dr. Jugal Kishore, Dr. K.P. Mazumdar, whoever is coming. And because it was a first batch, so infrastructure was not much. We started in a very small, one block of the Marwadi hospital, but it was a royal building. And since it was a first batch and not many students, so we got a good place to stay. Like we were three female and four actually, but one was said, I will come from home every day, Dr. Basanti Gupta. And myself, Sarita and Krishna, we were given one bedroom and one sitting room, and institute provided a sofa also. So that was very wonderful. And boys got one big hall. And how it started studies, we were made into 4 groups, like 4 students each, and everyone had a mentor. And I was fortunate that Dr. K.P. Mazumdar, the director himself, was my mentor. And in OPD, we'll be seeing cases and all that. We will have monthly seminars, and there was no time to think. Just we were seeing patients, we were doing IPD duties, and it was not like today's technology that everything is in your mobile phone, all information. So either you listen to your teacher or you read the books. And since Mr. Satpathy was not appointed at that time, so library, we were the owners of the library. So we used to bring whatever number of books we wanted, we used to bring from library. And when he came and joined, he said, return all the books. So every room, every person had like 50 or 100 books were in the room, and for reading purpose. So that was the kind of environment. And Dr. Majumdar, while talking to us, will always tell us, I want to make this institution excellent. You are the best students which I have when I selected from all over India test, and I really want that you should learn whatever is given to you. And and it was very new. Well, our all requirements were fulfilled. Like pen and paper we need, we go to office and bring it. Some typing is to be done, we used to tell them, because that was not computer time, so we will do ourselves. And for food, some rudimentary arrangement was made. There was a dining room on the terrace, and there was a person called Dulal. I think many of you know Dulal. So that time he was a very young boy. So he will make food for us. Like everybody was non-veg. So for me, every day there will be aloo bhaja and some food. And when rain comes, we will run to the terrace. When Holi come, we will go to the terrace and play Holi, and we will eat every dinner day. Like we will discuss how many patients you saw today. So there will be competition with the Dr. Purin Kushayat and everyone, how many patients we have seen. And I mean, it was such a good bonding between all of us. I just cannot express. I think NIH, actual brand value of NIH is this bonding. Even today, I find in today's boys and girls also, and in our time also, whoever says I am from NIH means we automatically get attracted to that person and get attached to that kind of thing. And since we didn't have regular teachers, so guest lectures used to come. And that was such a wonderful experience, I just cannot express. Like Dr. Kane Kashad, he came from Bombay and stayed with us for 7 days. So he will come at exactly at 8 o'clock in the morning, he will come. And from then on till 9:30, we have to tell, sir, please go. Otherwise, where he was staying in Maharashtra Nivas. So doors will closed and you will not get dinner also. And that time he used to leave. So whole day we used to stay with him. He will be discussing cases in so thorough detail on the boards. He will be drawing, writing symptoms. And after he went away, he will give us a case to repertorize. Okay, in those days, there were no computers like you do with your fingers. Now you do in 10 minutes time. It was not like that. So there were big repertory sheets. Like you can do fourfold and attach to your journal. And with very small, tiny squares. It was a very tough thing to do. So we have to keep like awake up to like 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the night and finish that repertory case. Again, we have to get up early in the morning and get ready for his class. So this kind of thing. Like Dr. M.P. Arya, when he came, he was teaching embryology. He will make so many drawings, and I was a zero in art. I never used to do like in school physiology or those drawings. I did not know. But when Dr. Arya started teaching, to my utter surprise, I found I'm with him. I'm also started drawing, and my entire khata was full of drawings. And he will have dinner with us, lunch with us, and they talk about so many things in life and about experiences of life. Yes. So many experiences we used to get. Then there was Dr. Samar Mitra. He while our he was the biggest compliment he gave was that he was teaching in Calcutta Medical College. He said even you people are far above the students I teach in Calcutta Medical College. So these are the things we used to hear from our teachers. We had Dr. P.C. Das from National Medical College, and we got only 1 month. And I feel if anybody studied under him for 6 months, he will be equal to M.D. He's such a master of internal medicine he was. So these were the great teachers with whom we had our teachings. And Dr. Mazumdar, he gave us all kind of freedom, whatever we wanted. Then there are some incidents like flood happened, like nurses did not come, there was no food, like whatever food we had, we cook for the patients. And 2 days, like someone was swimming in the water and bringing bread. And these are side things apart from the education and other things what I said. So all in all, it was a really wonderful experience. I will say it has given me identity, it made my life those days. And my only regret was because it was the first batch and still everything was not started. So even though it was a research oriented course, yet we did not have proper research methodology as a subject, pharmacology or endocrinology as a subject. Otherwise, whatever we wanted, everything, I think other batches got many facilities. But this kind of teachers who wanted to give and spend time with students, that was amazing. It was absolutely beyond this world kind of thing. And today, even if you ask me what in your life's time zone, what is the which period you like best, I will say I was the happiest period was my nice 2 years from 1977 to 1979. This is like it is like in my soul and my blood and whatever you call. So these are my experience. I think more time I cannot say because there are many other people to share. Um,
Thank you, Didi.
about it will
Uh,
be together.
Thank you, Didi, because for all of us, the time spent in NIH were the golden years. And
Yes,
we had been enriched with your experience for those golden years of 1977 to 79.
very
Uh,
really golden years. Really golden. I don't think
and
other
we are,
kind of thing. Whenever
yeah, Didi.
that was one very special time, because teachers were
Uh,
trying to fill those deficiencies with their personal attention and their personal sharing their personal experiences and teaching in a special manner to us. Dr. S.P. Day, Dr. S.K. Dubey. Who did not come? There were teacher training orientation programs, and we used to meet everyone from all over India. NIH gave us that big landscape to meet people from all the legendary homeopaths and everyone. And from my batch, I'm so proud to say, my from my first batch, Dr. Samit Bhattacharya, Dr. Somen Adhikari, Dr. Sanjay Ghoshmandal, Dr. Ishwara Das, four were directors. Dr. Das was first advisor, then director. And it gives me immense satisfaction to say that he invited founder director Dr. K.P. Mazumdar when Dr. Das became director on the foundation day. So how proud that teacher must be who was the founder director, and how proud he must be that one of my first batch student is now director and he has invited me to speak. So nothing is bigger in life than that, I feel. So it's really, and Dr. Chaturbhuj Nayak, he became DGCCRH. Dr. Niranjan Manti, all they were all in very good places. Someone principal, some all HODs and other places, and making name and fame. And from my batch onwards, there are many who made so many such name in other field, this homeopathy field, with different parts of India. So with this, I think I should end because if I keep on
Thank you,
talking,
ma'am.
yes, it will be a long
No,
story.
no, we are really lucky to have Nirupama Di on the 49th Foundation Day in our online CME. And we are happy to introduce two more.
Whatever I told you was a 46-year-old story, because 46-year
Ah,
back story. Yes.
but once we are hearing it from you, Didi, it still remains like those 1977 is now in 2023.
Yes, yes, yes. I feel like
We have with us,
uh,
right, Didi? We have with us two more alumnus, very reputed alumnus of NIH. We have Dr. Usha Uchat from first batch of UG. She is in the reception of our another first batch alumnus, proud alumnus of NIH, of Dip NIH, Dr. S.K. Bhattacharya's son's reception. And we have with us Dr. Mainak Chakraborty from second batch of UG. Uh, I think Kalyani sir has lost connection. With permission of our senior most Nirupama over here, I am requesting Dr. Usha to be on the screen. Orko, please highlight Usha ma'am on screen. And Usha, uh, please share your experience, my experience of NIH. Dr. Usha, over to Dr. Usha. Usha, please unmute. Unmute. Usha, now please speak. Usha, bolo. Uh, Usha, we can't hear you. Usha, there might be some sound technical hindrance. Orko, can you help Usha ma'am? Okay, Nirupamadi, Usha might be rejoining. In between, I request the second batch alumnus, Dr. Mainak from UG, second batch, Dr. Mainak Chakraborty. Mainak, welcome on screen and happy
Thank you,
birthday NIH
Bidyut.
on the 49th happy birthday.
Thank you very much. Happy birthday to all of us. I'm stuck in a very bad situation. I'm in Apollo Hospital. One of my friend's son, 4 years old, got supracondylar fracture and getting operated here. So I'm just sitting outside.
Okay.
So, but anyways, when I got yesterday, when you called me and you were telling me about to share my experience, my journey in NIH, I couldn't. It was a temptation. I mean, like I feel like something has come up in the night. I was thinking what to say. I was excited. I am still excited because NIH has played a immense role in my life. I came from a suburb of West Bengal called Durgapur, and I was like a mediocre student. And though I have passed this, I mean, like joint entrance test and got selected in NIH, BHMS. So it was as because we are in a suburb, there are a lot of things we didn't knew even. So coming to Kolkata and staying in a hostel, how it is being, how to talk to people, because initial days up to class 12, we were got very limited exposure with friends and a lot of things we didn't know even. So when come to Kolkata and staying in a very big building and getting people from different parts of the country, maybe Delhi, Assam, Northeast, other plus parts of Northeast, UP, Bihar and all, we came across their culture, their thought process, their mindset, how they talk, and it was a new thing for me. First one year was nothing. I didn't study even. We were going out, having chai, come back, attend classes in the morning, uh, come back again, and having chai and go to the TT room. I didn't know how the TT seen in the TV. So I started playing TT and all. There's a cricket team also. So first year has gone like that. After that, I realized that I have to study also. I have come here to with some mission, some goal. Then then the real story started. Uh, I have come across a lot of legends, as Didi was telling. In our time, Dr. Adhikari, Dr. Sarkar, Dr. Kalyani, they are our teachers, our mentors. We have come across Dr. Samar Mitra, uh, who is a legend itself, Dr. P.R. Deb, and many other doctors. While first day I remember in the dissection class, I was seeing how a cadaver being dissected in. It was everything is new to me and it's a new experience. And then after one, like this is something. Oh, this is also a part of I'm going to be a doctor. I'm going to be a doctor. I've seen doctors in hospitals. I've seen the feeling came. The maturity level of I'm becoming a doctor came somehow in the third year, maybe third year or fourth year. Till then, it was going. Exams were there. It's a group study. Till then, I don't know what is group study. We studied alone in school days. It was a group study. We had a group of 15, 16 people. We studied together, and it's a miracle to me. I'm sharing with everybody. Everybody is reading one question and automatically it get memorized. Now, wow, how it is happening? Till that, it was again a new. Then uh, getting exposed to a vast subject like homeopathy and its implications in patients' life. Hello, am I audible?
Hello.
Am
Yes,
I
yes, you
audible?
are audible. You are audible, Moina.
Okay. Like the best part, what I say is that it's a synergy between hostel life and going to college, learning and coming back. We are all full of energy. We are very excited throughout the day. Even in the night also, we study at night. We started studying at 11 o'clock at night. Our mess, Susantoda, I remember, he cooked food for us and always smiling face. The person is no more. But that hostel lunch and hostel dinner, I have seen RUP people struggling with veg and non-veg. Even Jyotsna is also here. She could relate to this. How we spend time together. They are the fourth batch, and we have got a very good relation with the juniors, even our seniors. Bidyut also knows. Bidyut had got that old age M80. I don't know. It's an antique piece to be kept in the museum, still alive. So he used to come with that M80 and he used to be our cricket coach. So again, after coming back from the college, we had that like bone set and all. We used to discuss with us. This is the humerus, this is the fibula, this is the ulna, this is a human. It's all having a. There's something a new experience, and then we are we are very close to very practical part of our life. I don't know how to wash clothes. That also I come across in while my nice days. I have come across to make clean of bathrooms and all. That is again a very practical. But I'm sharing my heart out that what I have learned from N.I.H., starting from scratch, and now being a complete person, I am getting exposed to a lot of people now. But N.I.H. has played a major and immense role in my life to make me a complete person. At today's date, whenever I go, wherever I go, I'm proud that I am a NIHN. And I tell people, yes, I meet a lot of doctors while doing my professional work. I meet a lot of doctors. And I am never shy to tell that I'm a homeopath and I'm passed from National Institute of Homoeopathy. And I saw people showing me the gratitude. Oh, okay, fine. Because my confidence, my knowledge, whatever knowledge I've acquired from my teachers, my fellow mates, my seniors, my juniors, I feel I'm blessed to be at NIHN. Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Mainak. It's a nice experience sharing because today's CME, we all are opening our hearts out. Now it's over to Dr. Mainak. You can leave because you are in a
No,
hospital.
I
So,
know. I'll just I'll just off the video. But I want to hear. I want to love my juniors also or seniors also sharing their experience. I'll be off
right.
the video. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. You will be taken on the back screen, or you can watch
Okay.
live on the YouTube. You can watch
Okay.
live on the
Fine.
YouTube because we are expecting two more guests
Okay. Fine.
on
Fine. I
screen
think
by
Papa.
9 p.m. Okay.
Okay. Fine. Fine.
Thank you
Fine.
so much,
I'll be on the
Moina.
backstage.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you.
and now it's over to Dr. Usha, Professor Dr. Usha Gilani
Hello,
Usha. And
hello, hello, Bidyut.
hello, Usha, now you're audible.
Am I audible?
Yes, you're audible.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Thank you, Bidyut.
Hmm.
Thank you, Dr. Bidyut Mukherjee. It's a great pleasure to be joining you all people Uh, Actually, I have come to attend one marriage reception party of Dr. S.K. Bhattacharya's sons, and I just couldn't get connection anyway. And I would like to share my those days which I had passed in NIH. It's a great privilege to be sharing my experience, my memories, which are very very I cannot forget, because NIH is not only means a place for me for my learning of BHMS, but it is also more than a home, I should like to say. And when we joined this institute on the 10th December, as today is also 10th December, and it was uh, means mind blowing for us, because we were all not knowing each other, and we were uh, 22 in numbers when we joined. And our first interaction was our first that time Dr. Director Dr. Isar Islam, and later on we learned that we had lots of teachers there. Dr. S.K. Kel Mukherjee, Dr. K. L. Ghosh Mandal sir was there. He was our anatomy teacher. Then Dr. S.K. Ghosh Mandal sir, our physiology teacher. Then our next two teachers joined, Dr. S.K. Bhattacharya and Dr. L.M. Khan sir. Dr. Adhikari was there as our guest teacher. And we had Dr. K. Mukherjee, Dr. Chamili Ganguly, and there was one madam. She was from the pharmacology department, Madam Minoti Nandi. And later, many teachers joined. But what was very much memorable was that when we joined this institute, our course was not recognized, or our institute was not affiliated. So we had a great hurdle in our life, and I would like to share that my batchmates all I would like to name them: Dr. Bidyut Mukherjee, Dr. Palay Sharma, Dr. um, Chandrasekhar Pore, Dr. Partha Chakraborty, Dr. Indira Chatterjee, Dr. Ashim Das, Dr. Ashim, Dr. Bijon Gitonia, Dr. Tridib Sarkar, Dr. Janardhan, Dr. Uma Das Munshi, and if I'm not forgetting, Dr. Ravindranath Datto, and Dr. Somen Vikas Das. If I forget anybody's name, I may be excused, because so many people are coming and going from here. It was, I would say that my batch, they worked a lot to set up all the department, get the recognition, getting the affiliation. But I would like to say that that time the Dip NIH course was going on, and those doctors who were going through their courses, they were really very very helpful to us. And I would like to say that without their help, we wouldn't have got this affiliation or recognition, because they were always our mental support. So it is a great. We were very lucky in the sense that we had, though we didn't we were the first batch, but we had the DPNH Didis and Dadas. Those were very much guiding us in our studies or in any other activities, and we never felt that we were alone. Okay. And I would like to say that when our recognition affiliation was over, and when the second batch BHMS joined our institute, we were, it was a great pleasure, as if we were not now alone in our batch or in the BHMS course. Someone was there to with us, and we welcomed them in a family when one new baby enters, and how the parents welcome. But we were their elder brothers and sisters, and we had a very nice time with our juniors, second batch, third batch. Gradually they're joining, and our NIH family was, it was now increasing the numbers. And I what to say. It was really we learned a lot, not only the course studies, but we learned how to be with the people. And for our first batch, I would say that we were, though there were some differences, but we were always together. anything. And we were having lots of activities, not only study, but we were having lots of activities, sports, cultural program, anywhere, always, means we were always busy with all activities, sometimes quiz. So these memories uh, uh, are making me, I feel as if I am going back to my olden days when I had joined this institute. And at that time, our the medical officers, Dr. Uh, Sarkar, Dr. D.N. Kalyani, Dr. P.K. Mishra, then our Dr. Parna Das, and Dr. Shyamal Mukherjee, and not Shyamal Mukherjee, Dr. Uh, Shamalda, we used to say, and there were lots of the people. But I remember they were very, very helpful to us. Even the hospitals, the didis who were there, the nursing staff, we had a very very good rapport with our nursing didis also. And the guest lecturers who used to come to our institute, uh, they also had, means they cared for us, and very legendary doctors, Dr. Samamitro, Dr. B.R. Mukherjee, Dr. P.R. Dev, Dr. K.K. Bhattacharya, Dr. A. Mondal. These people, they were always with us, guiding us, teaching us. And I remember one anesthetist was there, Dr. Rita, Dr. Rita Di. Means I don't remember the surname, but there were so many. I would like to say that NIH was at that time. It was an institute which was parallel to AIMS Delhi, which were given in our prospectus, and we had great hopes. We were thinking that we were having our means we should have deemed university, because it was given in the prospectus anyway. But the NIH flourished, and at this moment, I would like to say that I wish that our this old days again come back. We must have number of good teachers in our institute, though I am there at present in the Department of Mathematics. But I wish that what we dreamed, that the infrastructure of the this our institute will develop, the hospital will develop, so that in future we don't have to go anywhere for our treatment or for our care. NIH would provide everything which we expect from any premier institute of the country. So with these words, I conclude my speech. Thank you once again, Dr. Bidyut Mukherjee. And hello.
Thank you, Usha. Thank you. Excuse me. Thank you, Usha, because you had given a time while you were in a social gathering. And please pay our respect for Dr. Bhattacharya, sir, and also our the blessings all together from N.I.H.A. Alumni Association for the newlywed couple, his son and his daughter-in-law. Thank
Okay,
you,
okay.
Usha.
I'll pass on the message. Thank you.
Right, surely. And please enjoy your time with the marriage party because you had spare the time. And thanks again. And with permission of Kalyani sir, now let me bring upon on screen our next speaker, Dr. Jyotsna. I'll give a brief about Dr. Jyotsna. She has been the fourth batch of BHMS. मेरे लिए मैं थोड़ा हिंदी में वार्तालाप करूं तो ज्योत्सना से ही मैंने थोड़ा थोड़ा हिंदी तो सीखा, आज भी सीख रहा हूँ। तो ज्योत्सना जब आई तब मैंने देखा कोई एक हरिनाभी कोई लड़की आई जो बिल्कुल सीधा बात कर सकती है और जो भी बोलती है दिल से बोलती है मगर कड़क बोलती है। और उसके बाद धीरे धीरे वही ज्योत्सना आज का डॉक्टर ज्योत्सना अरोरा से डॉक्टर ज्योत्सना टैंडन, the change of life. I think Jyotsna is the best person to share her views. हाँ सर बोलूं?
ना ठीक है, ओके कैरी
over to you.
Thank you, Bidyuda. Happy birthday to NIH. It's a very pleasure meeting you all here, and everybody is listening to us, our memories. So I have never gone for this type of like my feelings. I have never shared my feelings. So I've written down something. So I'm going to read out that. It is truly an honor to stand before you today and recall about the fond memories of my time at NIH. The journey of NIH was not merely an academic activity, but a transformative experience that shaped my outlook on medicine and life itself. One of the most cherished aspects of my college days was the friendship among my peers who played significant role making me learn Bangla. The shared late night study session that created bonds that have lasted a lifetime. The friendship made during the college were not only a source of strength during my time in college, but have continued to be the pillars of support throughout my professional career. For example, still till date, I call Dr. Ashish Basu, Dr. Sudan, Dr. Rudra Prasad Chatterjee, or Dr. Sarkar, Dr. Bidyut to help me out for some cases. The clinical experience I gained during the training was learning with fun, which helped me to save my energy in memorizing the diagnosis and drugs. The guidance of experienced professors and the hands on learning opportunities in the hospital wards were invaluable in shaping my clinical skills and nurturing my passion for patient care. In the midst of rigorous academic curriculum, there were moments of laughter and joy that provided much needed relief. But be it the annual college cultural festival like Saraswati Puja, जो कि विद्युदा बहुत अच्छे से कराते थे. We never did Saraswati Puja in Haryana, but in Bengal we do it. Durga Puja, sports events such as cricket matches at GD ground under the supervision of Dr. Bidyut Mukherjee, or badminton at boys hostel, and drug drama at NIH auditorium. I must acknowledge the dedicated faculty who not only imparted knowledge but also served as mentors and role models. Their ability to inspire me as healthcare professionals were instrumental in shaping the physician I have become. I am filled with gratitude for the holistic education I received at NIH. It was not just about memorizing textbook and passing exam, it was about imbibing the values of compassion and empathy that define the noble profession of medicine. In conclusion, my journey through NIH was not just an academic endeavor, it was a thread of friendship, clinical experience, and guidance of mentors to become a good human being first and a professional later. Thank you for allowing me to share a glimpse of those treasured memories. There are many more interesting moments which I wish could share, but due to the time constraint, I'll finish it here by wishing you all a very good rest of the evening.
Thank you.
Thank you, Jyotsna. Uh,
I I I could not share anything more because I'll become more emotional. Because there were many moments where I cried, where I laughed. Means I can't explain it on the screen because it will be better if I come next to the next function at NIH.
Okay. We are always welcome.
right, sir. Now to add a few more about Jyotsna, our northern chapter of National Institute of Homoeopathic Alumni Association is going to meet on 24th of December, and Dr. Mukesh Singh, Dr. Jyotsna Tandon, they are the two-person instrumental in organizing this meet, along with our beloved Dr. Naeem, Dr. Ravi Prakash, and Dr. Manoj,
Tushar,
and lot of other
Tushar.
of NH, Tushar, Dr. Tushar Mittal, and lot other alumni of NH, those who are in and around northern part of India. So through this CME tonight, we are inviting all our beloved alumnus across the country and globe. If you are in and around Delhi, on 24th or in the Christmas weekend, please be there in that alumni get together at Delhi on 24th, and we'll be streaming live the time and place on our 85th CME on that day, because this is a platform where we connect through our hearts, not through our minds, not through the physique. We connect through our hearts, through our memories. And the memories which started in 10th of December 1975 by the foundation stone laid by the then Health Minister, Indian Health Minister, Dr. Karan Singh. It's still continued, and next year we'll be having 50th birthday of National Institute of Homoeopathy, the half century birthday of NIH. So it's a proud moment. Before I call on Dr. Nagendra, I'll request Dr. Kalyani sir, being a very silent crusader for the Alumni Association. Dr. Kalyani sir being the president now, but the person not as only as an alumnus of NIH, but also a crusader to form the Alumni Association during their tenure, along with Dr. Aishwarya Das sir, Dr. Samir Bhattacharya sir, Dr. Adhikari sir, Nirupama ma'am, Dr. Beni Prasad, Dr. Beni Madhav Shadu Khan, and a lot of other doctors. So I'll request Kalyani sir, please share your experiences also tonight. And after that,
Thank
we'll
you, Bidyut.
go.
Thank you, Bidyut. It's a very tough job today, what I have been given. To share the experience of NIT is very, very lengthy, and it will never be completed by 2 hours. It may take 20, 24 hours. Such a vast experience and knowledge since 1980. Anyway, let me give a brief of early stages of NIT to encourage you all and to get information of our brilliant teachers. So NIT, when I was a student of Calcutta Homeopathy College in the year of 1978, I heard the name of NIT, but in 1979, the name of NIT became such a craze among our classmates that everyone knows the names and everyone's willing to go there. Many of our classmates are scared to appear in the examination. It was such a tough all India examination, and only 16 candidates will be taken out of whole country, and Bombay, Madras, Delhi, Kolkata, and one more city I cannot remember exactly. So from five cities examination will be there, written examination, then Viva will be at Amma State. So during those days, 118, Amma State was a very, very craze for all homeopathic world in India. Everywhere, everyone was willing to come, but majority of them were scared to appear for the examination. Such a tough examination it was. Time bound, objective type of question with minus marks. So anyway, fortunately when I got the chance in 1980, then I found a big building, big classrooms, but very, very fantastic colleagues, friends coming from all over India. We started learning with a very encouraging and very beautiful manner from early morning to late night. The most striking phenomenon you should be, maybe many of you may be knowing, Madam, our respected Didi could not tell all this is because of the constraint of time, that the course was such arranged that a homeopathic doctor should be a very good teacher and research scholar within these 2 years. And at that time, Director K.P. Mojumdar, he was very much sincere to collect best possible teachers from all subjects from all over Calcutta. Whoever is best in medicine, he will pick him up. I told you before, he used to he used to request with folded hands. The sir in homeopathy wants to make good teachers and researchers. Can you help us? Those brilliant scholar teachers of different medical colleges of Calcutta, homeopathy and allopathy, they were pleased to come in NIH on a very, very minimum honorarium, negligible honorarium. And after coming in NIH campus, when those teachers faced the student, when they started taking classes, the interaction, they were so pleased that you have heard from Didi Nirupama Di, that they used to tell in our classes that if our students in medical college and other colleges could have been such type of interest, such type of sincerity like you, then we could have been very lucky. You are very much sincere and very much beautiful students. They were so hearty that ignoring time, they used to take classes, and they used to pay such type of respect as a new evolving science without a single word of criticism. Always they used to encourage that you should be a good homeopath. For becoming homeopath, you should know the embryology, biochemistry, physiology. And the supporting such subject, paramedical subject should be not paramedical, the adjacent subject should be taught thoroughly to become a good teacher for references and to find out the uncommon peculiar symptoms. You'll be astonished to know that one I was sharing that one postgraduate student, he went to Delhi to appear in AIMS doctorate PhD. When he heard in Bangkok in New Delhi that myself, Dr. Sunimar Sarkar, has come from N.I.H.A., and our teachers were Professor Saman Mitra, Professor K.L. Mukherjee, Professor T.C. Da, all the brilliant scholars of different subjects in Calcutta. He told us that he was very, very lucky. He heard their names, but never got the chance to be exposed in the classes. You are really lucky. So anyway, so that time, Dip NIH course was such a lucky, Dip NIH students were such lucky to get brilliant teachers from all over India. Doctor Korikori. And the teaching pattern was such a nice. I will just give you some examples. On the first day, a perfectly white man, starting from his shoes to hair, everything is white, and his skin also very fair complexion. Professor Dr. Saman Mitra came in the class, and he told that I will teach you embryology. When he started teaching embryology, he just extended his both the hands, and just so, let us start from the womb of embryology. Just see, this is the uterus. Fingers are fimbriated ends of the fallopian tube, then isthmus, different parts of the ampulla, different parts of the fallopian tube, then the fundus, his head, body, then cervix, his legs. Such was his first demonstration. This is, I am the uterus. And holding the ovary, inside the ovary, there is ovum, etc. And inside my body, there will be ovulation, and he will start embryology from tomorrow onwards. There is a new subject. I came at home and started seeing the books in the hostel also, that turning the pages of embryology in Gray's Anatomy as if I was floating in the sea. Even a single page was not very clear to me. Such a difficult, critical subject. Then I turned other books of embryology in the library. At that time, library used to be open throughout the night, and we had the library keys for night studies. You'd be astonished to know this type of teachings pattern by Dr. K.P. Mojumdar. Then we found a vast chapter of embryology which was not even been dreamed by us. Then from next day, Professor Saman Mitra started teaching by colored clays, plastic clays, embryology. And it becomes so easy that even today, if anybody asks me regarding embryology, I will be able to answer the questions. If not all, but many of the questions. And he used to tell us, whenever we used to bring out our khatas and pen, and the first he told, please close your khatas and pen. Simply go on listening. It is my responsibility to put embryology into your brain. I will take the necessary steps when I feel. For months together, almost full of the year, he started telling, and demonstrating, showing by plastic plays the whole embryology. After completion of his study teachings, then he gave us few notes for few days, few classes. Before that, we are not allowed to open our khatas and pen to keep notes, take notes. Such was his confidence of teaching embryology. You'll be happy to know during the course of Dip NIH in latter phase, I got a chance to teach in a homeopathy medical college. Then I went to Dr. Saman Mitra when he came in the class. After the class, sir, I got a chance to teach the students. So I just pronounce him and to start tell him something by which my teachings will be acceptable by the students. I don't have any experience. Then he told me only two things, that all of the teachers of alumnus must remember these two facts of Professor Saman Mitra. I cannot forget. First was, you must see that when you are taking classes, not even a single part of even a single student should move. That means if you find that any part of the body of any student is moving, then you are incomplete. You have to prepare more. What does it mean? That your classes teachings will be such a pattern that every student, starting from the best to worst, will be spellbound and statue-like. Simply they'll go on listening and listening with interest. Not only he is telling this, he told me he has shown it. When someone with used to take classes, we were we were not able to even follow what is the time when it will be ended, what other friends are doing in the classroom. Such type of sincere classes we used to take in our classroom means all of your body will be statue like, simply ears will be open and eyes will be open to see and listen. This was Saman Mitra. Another thing he told us, he told me that I will tell you my experiences. Dr. Mitra told, I was called for BC Rai Award. Then the first question I was asked by the board, that why do you think that you deserve this award, BC Rai Award, teaching award in medical college, Kolkata Medical College. Dr. Mitra told, my answer was simply only one sentence. I deserve this award because I can teach anatomy even to a rickshawala. See his confidence. That means a teacher can, for a good student, no teacher is needed. He will learn of his own. But teacher is only needed for the persons, for the students who are poor in knowledge, who are not able sufficiently capable to learn the thing. Teacher is for them. So every teacher must realize that he must be to that extent that he'll be able to teach any subject to rickshawala, who is pulling rickshaw, means completely illiterate. This is the depth of knowledge. From the illiterate to highly educated person, if a teacher can convince and can motivate the person, he is a good teacher. This was his experience, this was his saying, and that was demonstrated in our classes, not simply sayings. Then to whom should I talk? Every person was such a person you cannot imagine. K.L. Mukherjee, biochemist teacher. These are very memorable experiences. I cannot but to tell you in very early life of N.I.H.A.A. K.L. Mukherjee, Professor Chamini Ganguly used to take our biochemistry classes. We are knowing that K.L. Mukherjee is there, but he used to not come in the class because of his highly busy schedules. Chamini Ganguly is teaching days after days, days after days. One day there was a very big chemical structure of biochemistry. Full board is covered by the structure. Then Srinivas Sarkar, he was my classmate in Dip NIH. He was telling Dr. Kalyani just silently, very peaceful, low sound. Dr. Kalyani, this cycle is for Naksumika, this one is for Belladonna. Do you understand? Means he started cutting jokes very low voice. Tamili Ganguly was able to see this. What you are telling? Dr. Sarkar remained mum. Then he asked me, what you are talking? You are not understanding? Then I told simply, no, madam. Where you are not following? Here, he was pointing out the chalk. I told no. Here, no. Which area you have understood? I should know. Not even a single area I have understood. What? Then what you are doing so long? Last classes? No, madam. I didn't understand. Any classes? No, madam. I did not understand anything, even a single classes. I cannot follow you. Then he started asking other students, what is about you? Then majority of the students says, madam, same thing for, like Dr. Koldani. Sorry to say, it is very difficult. He stopped taking classes. She stopped taking classes. Okay. Left the classroom. Next class, we are waiting that there will be some punishment by madam. But the thing happens exactly reverse. He took K. Mukherjee with her and came in the class. For the first time, we saw her, K. Mukherjee, with a uncared hairs, little beards, very casual person with casual dresses. He came and sat in the chair and put his legs on the table. Then he asked Chamili, madam, you carry on taking classes. Chamili Ganguly was taking classes in the same manner. After 5, 6 minutes, he was Dr. K. Mukherjee by closing his eyes, he put his legs on table and closed his eyes. Madam was teaching in the classroom with same manner, started writing in the board big structures. Suddenly Dr. K. Mukherjee got up and told, what you are teaching? Chamili, কি পড়াচ্ছ ওদের? আরে আরে এই জন্যই তোরা বুঝতে পারছে না, তুমি থামো, তুমি দাঁড়াও। K. Mukherjee stopped Chamili madam and he started simply speaking by sitting on the chair biochemistry. It was so tasty, I will not be able to express your experiences. So tasty, so brilliant. Whole class became completely silent. Everybody became statue-like. And toughest complicated subjects gradually became tasty and sweet. After the class, he left. He told, I won't be able to come frequently, but I will come. Don't worry for that. Kamil will teach you. I will tell her how to teach. See the thing, the teaching among the biochemists and doctors are different. He has realized. He came and started improving us. Another story regarding K. Mukherjee, a very fantastic memory. In Institute of Child Health Past Hackers, we were called to appear in the biochemistry examination. At that time, Dr. Mukherjee was busy there. So Chamili Ganguly asked us to come there. Sir and madam will take classes, take the examination of first year biochemistry on that hospital. Institute of Child Health Past Hackers. We all went there in scheduled time. Then roll number 1, he entered. Attendant called roll number 1. He entered the examination room, and after a few minutes came out with tears on eyes. What happens? I got failed. Roll number 2, he went there, and in the similar manner, after a few minutes, just after coming out, he started weeping. Third, the same thing. My roll number was 4th. I stopped going. It was called roll number 4. Dr. B.N. Kalyani, Dr. roll number 4. I rose my hands and told, please, excuse me, sir, I won't go to get plucked in biochemistry examination. This is not essential subject for homeopathy. Then the attendant told Chamili madam. Chamili madam came out from the examination room and asked, who is roll number 4? Then I raised my hand. Oh, you that fellow, not understanding anything. That's why you're scaring to come before the examination. I don't know, madam. You see, my previous 3 friends are weeping. So a doctor seems to be postgraduate students. They'll be weeping for examination. They don't know anything. I won't go for that type of examination. Dr. Madam Ganguly started reviewing me. You should go, otherwise you'll get failed. My answer was, if I go inside, if I do not go, result will be the same, plucked. I want to be plucked standing outside. Then madam get into the room, examination room, and came out, sir is calling you. Then I was to some extent encouraged and entered in the examination room. K. Mukherjee was reading some book on the chair table. I entered. He asked me, what you say? Then I started, sir, previous 3 students, they are weeping in the corridor. So that's why I'm scared to come before you. They are weeping. Chamili, he's telling truth. The Chamili, yeah, sir. Or to dite pareni. Then his reply was, I'm telling in Bengali, Tumi amar samne boshe erokom porikha nile. He was busy to study in such a depth that he was not able to follow how, in what manner madam is taking examination. Then he asked Chamili Ganguly, you get up and open the window. I was asked, sit down. Don't get scared. Where from you are coming? Then I replied, sir, from Howrah, Andu. Andu, la, very nice place. Which is famous in Andu, do you know? The result, sweets. Which sweet? Then I told Pantua. Ah, very good. Have you tasted? Do you like it? Yes, sir, I like. So if anybody takes maximum quantity of Pantua, sweet, what happens? Then I told diabetes. So what is that? Diabetes, there are many complaints. Sugar is always there, high, low. What is the problem if a person is diabetic? Then many players have said ultimately it will produce ketone. Then what should that? Then my reply was there will be ketosis. Then what if there is ketosis? What will happen? Then I started saying first there are cerebral toxemia and other renal toxemias combination. Then N. Mukherjee seated very straight, erect, and told, "আরে তুমি কি করছো এইসব লোকগুলো এইসব ছেলে মেয়েগুলোকে ফেল করাচ্ছ?" He asked 3-4 questions, asked me go out, call first roll number first again. Again roll number first, second, third, everybody came, and you'll be astonished to know every one of us got passed in biochemistry without any fail marks. This was the teacher's attitude. That a student coming for a subject for which is not meant for, why he should be given such praise? To support homeopathy, to select homeopathy medicine, to support physiology medicine, biochemistry is necessary. But that should have some limit. The scope and limitation of a subject is such clearly famous gigantic figure that is A. Mukherjee, which is not to others. So this was our teachers. One more incident I can tell you. When we were in the troubled period, you might have heard that fourth batch and third and fourth batch had to face lot of trouble due to because Dip NIH course was not approved by the government. Any universities only IUC used to give the diploma, which is not supposed to be. Either council or university should give a diploma. That was not there. So we had movement, and for the movement we had to stop appearing the first examination, for which our stipend was stopped for more than years. So at that time, when we went to Dr. Saman Mitra said, "Excuse me, these are the problem. Our course is not recognized." What? Then he started shouting, "What? We were called, you will be teacher. We are teaching you postgraduate level, and you don't have the approval, recognition." Then he told, "Then what you are doing?" Sir, we have started movement for last 6 months without a response from the ministry. Carry on. In his reply was, "No institute can improve unless their students cries. Your cry, one day you will be successful. Regarding examination, it is our responsibility to teach you, to improve your knowledge, and to get pass in the examination is my responsibility. You carry on your movement for the genuine demands." This was our teachers. This type of teachers were there in the course of Dip NIH in our state. So most best possible teachers of all over India, I can tell you one after another teacher, if it is allowed. Okay, one more thing, what I'm just remembering immediately, let me tell you. Doctor, your Dr. Dabe, Gopal Dabe. Many of you might know his name. He used to teach us surgery, and he used to stay in the Marodi Hospital, doctor's hostel quarter. So whenever in any crisis, even at midnight, one of our friends started bleeding, hemoptysis. At midnight, immediately came within few minutes by wearing trousers and sleeping dress. Such type of guardianship was by Dr. Gopal Dabe. He was our exactly the nearest guardian to all of us. Then at that time, my wife was admitted there for delivery. At 10th, at about 10, my daughter took birth in Marodi Hospital. I was just, Dr. Dabe told me, "You sit in the emergency department bench, wait there at midnight where you will go. There is no vehicle. Tomorrow morning, you will, after seeing your patient, then you will go." And I was just lying with tension. Suddenly I found Dr. Mainak Chatterjee, a brilliant, gigantic figure of medicine who used to take our classes. At about 1:10, night 1:10, he is coming and passing to the veranda. Immediately I stand up. Sir, you were at such a midnight. Then while walking, he was telling, see, I was going to sleep, but I could not sleep because I have given words to a poor old patient in this morning. Due to business, I could not see him. I had to come out from the IPD. I told him I will come and see him, but I forgot. When I was going to bed, I remember I could not keep my word. Then I had to come up from my bed to see the patient. And I asked him, you alone has come? Dr. Chatterjee told me, no, I am not alone. My guardian is with me. My wife has given the driver to me. He has took me here. With that night bed, I started moving with him. Simply step up to second floor, going to the patient. Patient was under the mosquito net. See the beauty of the love. Just Comrade Chatterjee went there, took off the mosquito net. The moment he took off the mosquito net, patient immediately wake up and said, আপনি এসছেন? Sir, you have come. Comrade Chatterjee, হ্যাঁ আমি এসছি। কেমন আছেন? না ডাক্তারবাবু ভালো আছি। A great sigh of satisfaction that sir has come. He just took up, ভালো আছেন? ঠিক আছে, ভয় নেই। আমি আবার কালকে আসবো। Matter of only 1 minute, top of the mosquito net came back by stepping downwards. This was the heart of our teachers. See, for a poor patient, neglected patient, he could not sleep. He had to come up from the bed, ignoring all constraints and all difficulties. This I have seen in my own eyes, not listened from anybody else. And he was such a person, such a vast knowledge. Any moment if you ask anything regarding medicine, as if an encyclopedia of medicine, he will tell you the details from brief to very details. Anyway, there are many, many histories. If time permits, I will tell you later on. This is beginning of love, affection, and honors. So we are lucky, very much lucky that best possible teachers we have exposed from homeopathic science and modern medicine, which is unfortunately nowadays this tradition has become reduced. All over India, brilliant scholars of homeopathy used to come to our institution to give teachers. We have heard from Nirupama Mishra. They will stay with us, they will eat with us, and take classes for days. During those periods, all the classes is suspended for the day.
না 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 একদমই নয়
This was
আমার
the
নিজের কাজে যে আমি বললাম না আমার স্টাডি মেটেরিয়াল এসে গেছে
for
আমি
which
এমনি
what we
করলাম
are
আর
saying.
ল্যাপটপ আর কোনো হাত হবে না
Few batches of different acquired all the big posts of all over India and abroad. Anyway, the brilliant inspiration by showing our teachers, my friends, National Institute, we got tremendous confidence. NIH can give such type of confidence that he can go to any extent. That I can assure you. Thank you very much. If I get time, I will tell you next
Right,
experience
sir.
of that one. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And we can see in the live chat, Dr. Pragaparamita Chatterjee had written so nice to hear from all of you, feeling nostalgic. Thank you for sharing your so rich experience. And we are having with us now on the studio screen. I'll request Orko to bring Nirupama ma'am also on screen. We have with us Dr. Abdul Motin Mullah, who is fourth batch PG, MD from NIH. Now, before Dr. Abdul, I'll request Dr. Nagendra Singh, eighth batch from NIH, to be on screen and share your experience. Over to you, Nagendra. Professor Dr. Nagendra Singh. Orko? Orko, can you, Dr. Nagendra, can you hear us? He's probably finding some connectivity issue. It's through and through. Welcome on screen, Dr. Abdul. And we are waiting for Dr. Nagendra to be the next speaker. In between, Dr. Abdul, you all, along with Jyotsna, Dr. Naeem, and so many, Dr. Manoj, and so many people that you are organizing the NIH Northern Chapter Alumni Association get together on 24th, and we are planning to stream it live during your program. You fix it up at the time. We'll try to stream it live, and we want to meet all of you. Uh, we see Dr. Pragya Paramita Chatterjee had written such a sweet way to celebrate the birthday of NIH. Obviously, thank you, Dr. Pragya. I'll request Dr. Professor Abdul Motin till we get the connection corrected by Orko. You want to say something? Orko is facing. I'll request Dr. Abdul Motin Molla to please share your experience.
Good evening, Kalyani sir. Good evening, Bidyut da, and all the viewers of this live program. So, my experience at the NIH, to express that, at first I want to go back that what was my like the earlier thinking about the NIH before experiencing the NIH, coming to NIH. So my undergraduate from West Bengal, Mahesh Bhattacharya Homeopathic Medical College and Hospital, and what I came from my few seniors, that it is one of the best colleges in West Bengal. And about the NIH before coming to this homeopathic world, so I had no like that. I have not heard about the NIH. So in the first year, so I just came to know that there is the fifth colleges which is not under the West Bengal government, under the central government. One institute is there, that is National Institute of Homeopathy. But before first BHMS examination, so we had a chance to visit the anatomy department, because during that time our colleges only have one or two teachers, and this before first BHMS university examination, our preparation we thought that was not up to the mark. And when we visit the NIH anatomy department, so that we experience that it is the department is rich in terms of this of the teaching faculties and the availability of the cadaver and all these bones and all these viscera. That was the first experience. And the total number of the patient that appear more than that of the other state government colleges. That was first experience, and my first BHMS examination seat was oral practical at this NIH. After that, when I entered in this PG fourth batch, that gave me the enough chances to experience the NIH, starting from the NIH library, from the NIH teaching faculty, NIH OPD, IPD, and of course this NIH the senior and that of the junior, our brothers and sisters. So my experience was, what was actually my thinking about the NIH and what I experienced at the NIH, that was totally different. In every colleges, of course, the West Bengal, the other colleges, no colleges is bad, but no colleges is bad, but the NIH, that was totally different from that of the other colleges during that time. And what I think today, that it is, even today, it is one of the best colleges in this India and across the globe, I think. And especially starting from in the PG, this not only the teachers, not only the library, where from we get experience the teaching, the number of this patient both into the OPD and IPD, which is this actually the number is much more than any other state government colleges, and we have enough chances to learn from this patient, where and in other government colleges usually what is happening, the pattern of this prescription, the treatment, the diversity into this treatment is usually less. In West Bengal, maximum colleges, the prescription, homeopathic prescription is based on the totality of this symptom. Though the totality of the symptom, it appears like the three words, but its understanding, interpretation and application is different. Of course, in homeopathy, it is not very easy to explain, whatever may be. But at NIH, we have seen the prescription of Dr. Sarkar, Dr. Sunirmal Sarkar sir. It is from the wide angle of this homeopathy, and like that of the Dr. Odhikari, from the miasmatic point of view, which is even today I cannot understand. I am very weak in understanding the miasm. So I have seen this remarkable improvement and that of the cure of many patients under Dr. Odhikari's treatment. But I fail to understand this actually, the miasmatic point of view even today. And now there are the other like that of the this prescription of many senior like that of the Dr. Pralay Sharma, and the other teacher like snapshot prescription of Dr. S.Z. Khan, and the other like that of the Dr. L.M. Khan, which is the prescriptions are used to like many a times. The until and unless he can explain, it was very difficult to understand that why this actually sir is prescribing this medicine. And like that of the Dr. L.K. Pradhan. So it was very difficult to get a prescription from Dr. L.K. Pradhan. So at first, the case taking, it takes 3 to 4 days to take the case, and after this, their totality of the symptom, their repertorization and final consultation with Maitre Medica. So such kind of the diversity at the NIH that had actually opened our mind from like the straight way that the patient can be treated not only from this single thinking or the single way of the prescription. The patient can be cured not only from this totality of the symptom, not only from this miasmatic point of view, the patient can be cured from this other angle also. That is one thing. Number two, the NIH library. NIH library is so rich, and even the many old journal that is available into this form of this very binding form, into the form of this book. So very old journal, very famous journal, they are available and they have been collected so nicely that anyone, if one is interested, he can go through. In addition, the one thing NIH to me, it is just like we used to say that India, it is a unity in diversity. So such kind of the diversity in terms of this, the student from the different state or union territories, in terms of the different language spoken in a particular colleges. So NIH is this actually no other colleges into the India. So such kind of the diversity is not available. And I am from a very remote place. So the only language, the Bengali, that I actually. Hello, Vidyut, can you hear me?
Yeah, you are audible. Carry on.
Okay. So now the NIH was the place where from this many of us we have learned the Hindi. Otherwise, it was very difficult for us to utter even a single word in Hindi. And during that time, the Hindi cinema was not also so popular, so that we can learn from a remote place the Hindi also. And apart from this thing, the use of the English language. In maximum the other colleges, the total the education into the 100% English, this was comparatively less. But in NIH, so that as the maximum student they came from this either from this English medium school, and this background, and that was very good. So at this to communicate at the national and the international level, that we have brought from this NIH, of course, like into the form of this test presentation, into the form of this weekly seminar during this PG time, that give me us the enough opportunity. And I think I will not. I was not supposed to speak today, and this Nirupama is waiting, and time is 9:30 p.m. So in another occasion we will speak. And speaker, they are also this audience. They are also waiting to we myself. We are also waiting from to learn from Nirupama. So Bidyut, thank you for giving me opportunity.
Thank you, Dr. Abdul, for joining us. Though late on studio, we are waiting for two more speakers, but we can't get the connectivity. Let's share the treasure again. Nirupamadi, please elaborate the later part of the journey. And in between, if we get Dr. Nagendra online, we'll listen from Dr. Nagendra Singh. Over to you, Nirupama ma'am.
Well, there are so many things for the first part to say. Later part also I will talk. But in the like other people are sharing, let me tell one or two more things regarding my 77 to 79 journey, my first batch studies.
Over
I,
stage, nobody's face or voice is coming.
voice is not coming.
No. Actually, voice is clear. Actually, there is some issue with Dr. Nagendra. He is trying to connect.
Oh, I
Then let him
see.
come.
I see. Okay.
Let him come.
Orko, is Dr. Nagendra audible? Orko? Orko is also facing network issue from Burdwan. Right. Dr. Nagendra, can you hear us? Dr. Nagendra, can you hear us? There is network issue. Over to you, Didi.
Yes, what I was saying that in the first part only I'm saying one or two things. How personal teaching these teachers were giving us, like Dr. Kalyani talked. First day I reached my OPD, our time was 8 o'clock, so I'm very punctual in timing. So I exactly at 8 o'clock I reached my OPD and I found that my mentor, Dr. KP Mazumdar, is already there. So next day I made it a point that I will go 10 minutes early. So I'm 15 minutes early. So I reached at 7:45. Again I found he's sitting there. Then another day, next day I said, no, sir is coming still earlier. So I went at 7:30. At 7:30 I found he's there. And he's coming from Jodhpur Park to this Pachwadi Relief Society.
Dr. Mishra, neither face nor voice is perceptible.
Yes, sir. Dr. Nagendra, are you audible? Dr. Nagendra?
Let him get ready.
Yes, he's there. Let him talk.
Nagendra,
Hello.
if you're getting the connectivity,
हमारे आवाज आ रही है?
हाँ, अभी आवाज आ रही है. आप अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करो,
सुनाई दे रही है?
हाँ, सुनाई दे रही है. आप अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर करो प्लीज.
हाँ. आप सब लोगों को सुनकर के बहुत अच्छा लगा. हमारे सभी टीचर्स, हमारे रिस्पेक्टेड सीनियर्स, विद्युदा, प्रलयदा भी स्क्रीन पे दिख रहे थे. कल्याणी सर ने इतना सुंदर एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया. मैडम चमेली गांगुली मैडम जो है, हम लोगों को भी बायोकेमिस्ट्री पढ़ाई थी. और हमारी टीचर अभी उषा मैम का आया, उषा गिलानी मैडम का, उन्होंने जो है शेयर किया. हम तो 1996 में गए. और दादा आवाज सुनाई दे रही है?
हाँ, आवाज सुनाई दे रही है. क्लियर.
हाँ, सुनाई दे रहा है.
क्लियर नाउ.
तो 1996 में NIH में गए तो टीचर्स उस समय काफी मतलब NIH की फैकल्टी रिच थी। एनाटॉमी से लेके SKGM सर और गौतम सर, PR देव सर और समर मित्रा सर भी आते थे। तो PR देव सर ने एक बात कही थी, वही हमको लाइफ में काम आता है कि नॉलेज इज नेवर एन एयर टाइट कंपार्टमेंट। नॉलेज इज नेवर एन एयर टाइट कंपार्टमेंट। सभी विषय जो है एक दूसरे से संबद्ध हैं, जुड़े हुए हैं। तो यही आनंद आता है। मोइनक दा लास्ट में थे, फाइनल ईयर में थे। रवि भाई का जो बैच है, रवि भाई से सीनियर, और एक पांडे दा थे वहां पे, डॉक्टर संजय पांडे। वो नेहरू कॉलेज में बाद में टीचर हुए, अभी कोविड में नहीं रहे। सब लोगों का जो है वहां पे बहुत अच्छा ये गैदरिंग था, सभी लोग थे। अभी दादा संजोग से कल्याणी सर कह रहे थे कि एम्ब्रियोलॉजी, तो अभी आज कल मॉर्निंग में उसी पे क्लास है हमारी। अभी नए बैचेज आ गए हैं, 2 बैच हैं फर्स्ट ईयर में, तो एम्ब्रियोलॉजी का लेक्चर लेना है। तो होम्योपैथी में जो कलकत्ता में जाना हुआ, वही सबसे बड़ी उपलब्धि हमारे जीवन की है कि इस साइंस का जो सबसे प्रीमियर इंस्टीट्यूशन हो सकता है, सबसे प्राइम जगह हो सकती है इंडिया में, वो कलकत्ता है। और वहां पे एडमिशन मिला।
नेटवर्क इश्यूज ऑनलाइन में ये। Nagendra, are you back online? We are waiting for Dr. Nagendra. बोलो बोलो, कंटिन्यू प्लीज कंटिन्यू।
हमारे बैच में CCRH में है डॉक्टर मनीष पद्माकर खर्चे, कनाडा में इस समय है। अमेरिका न्यू जर्सी में थे, अभी कनाडा में है। और CCRH पटना में अभी काम कर रहे हैं। अपना एक जूनियर था वहां से, वो पटना में होम्योपैथी कॉलेज का प्रिंसिपल है। तो बहुत सारी स्वीट मेमोरीज रही। डॉक्टर साहनी, डॉक्टर साहनी, डॉक्टर अमित साहनी, हम 12th बैच में आए थे NIH में। अभी वो प्रोफेसर है गवर्नमेंट होम्योपैथी कॉलेज बिहार में, गवर्नमेंट होम्योपैथी कॉलेज है। दादा हमको पता नहीं चल रहा है कि सब कुछ सुनाई दे रहा है या नहीं।
हाँ हाँ, आप बोलते रहो, सुनाई दे रहे। अगर सुनाई नहीं देगा हम बोलेंगे।
कोई रिस्पांस हो जाता तो थोड़ा अच्छा लगता।
एक्चुअली ये तो ऑनलाइन स्टूडियो है, थोड़ा सा दिक्कत होता है बीच बीच में।
कल परसों जाफरदा का ये वो उसमें NIH गेट टुगेदर जो दिल्ली में हो रहा है, जाफरदा का नंबर मिला था। डॉक्टर जाफर इमाम बुद्धा के बहुत मित्र हैं। उनका हालचाल जानने के लिए हमने मैसेज किया, दादा कैसे हैं। तो NIH का जो इन्वायरमेंट रहा, सरकार सर मटेरिया में क्यूरियोसिटी पैदा कर देते थे कि अपने से ही पढ़ने का। और NIH में सप्ली का गिफ्ट मिलता था, उससे पढ़ने का जो है जुनून पैदा हो गया। एक ईयर में सप्ली आई थी मटेरिया में, तो हमारे बैच में टॉपर था चंदन हाजरा। तो सप्ली में उससे ज्यादा नंबर मिले थे मटेरिया ओरल में। तो ये जो है कलकत्ता, NIH और वेस्ट बंगाल का जो टीचिंग पैशन है, एटीट्यूड है, गुड क्वालिटी है, जो मटेरिया में बहुत सारे टीचर थे, एसटी घोष सर आते थे। तो अपने यहाँ मटेरिया में मतलब 6 टीचर, एसकेबी सर थे, उस समय गिलानी मैम थी, वो सर थे, और भी मतलब हाँ यूसी सर थे, उदयन चटर्जी सर, और वो थे। तो 5 ये और गेस्ट आते थे। तो उनको उनको जो है हम कुछ बैचमेट्स जो है बहुत हल्के में लेते थे, लेकिन जब भी मैंने बहुत सीरियसली, कोई भी टीचर थे उनको सीरियसली सुनते थे और जो समझ में आता था लिखते थे। तो वही देखते हैं कि लाइफ में अभी काम आ रहा है। अब विद्युत दा से कहना चाहते हैं कि अगर आप हिंदी सीख लेंगे तो मोदी जी की तरह से पूरे इंडिया में छा जाएंगे, क्योंकि इंडिया में हिंदी, तमिलनाडु के लोग भी हिंदी समझते हैं, खाली प्रिटेंड करते हैं कि वो तमिल बोलेंगे या इंग्लिश ही समझते हैं, अदरवाइज हिंदी अच्छी तरह समझते हैं। तो किसी भी, इसके लिए जो क्षेत्रीय भाषा है वो खूब मजबूत होनी चाहिए, लेकिन एक नेशनल लेवल पे हमको कम्युनिकेट करने का मीडिया होना चाहिए। दैट इज, इंग्लिश तो विदेश का है, लेकिन संस्कृत और हिंदी ये हमारे अपने देश का है। तो इसको विद्युत जान लेंगे तो बहुत मजा आ जाएगा लाइफ में, और तरक्की तो डबल तो तुरंत हो जाएगी अगर बहुत अच्छी हिंदी और संस्कृत जान लेते हैं। मोदी जी की सफलता का बहुत बड़ा राज है ये, कि वो जानते थे और जो है पहुंच गए इतना ऊपर मेहनत करके। तो आशा करते हैं कि चूंकि नेटवर्क की प्रॉब्लम हो रही है तो
राइट नरेंद्र,
हमारा टाइमिंग होता है।
ठीक है नरेंद्र, एक्चुअली
क्लास के लिए जाना होता है। तो दादा आप सब लोगों को बहुत बहुत प्रणाम।
थैंक यू।
इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ दादा का छवि नहीं आ रहा है।
हाँ,
ये बीच बीच में नेटवर्क इश्यूज।
और कोई बोलने वाला हो तो अब उसको कर दीजिए।
हाँ, दीदी का
हमको सुनना अच्छा लग रहा है।
हाँ
आप लोग बोल रहे हैं तो सुनने में बहुत आनंद आता है।
ओवर टू यू निरुपमा दी।
दादा आप नहीं बोलो।
ओवर टू यू निरुपमा दी।
हाँ,
मैं निरुपमा मैम को रिक्वेस्ट करूंगा। और वी हैव विद अस इन द स्टूडियो डॉक्टर पार्थ।
डॉक्टर
Ma'am, please hold on. Please hold on. Too much network issues. Connect server issue, maybe, probably.
Okay. No problem. We are waiting.
Your camera is not being allowed. That's why we can't take you on screen. For that reason, please just rejoin by allowing your camera, if possible.
You are telling me? Someone else?
No, I'm telling about Partho sir. Partho sir is on backstage now. That's why.
Okay.
Yes,
Here
Dr. Tridib
comes.
Sarkar. You just to talk, no? Tridib?
He is yet to come, but still hasn't came yet. So we are waiting for him to. Just hold on. Too much network issues means there is a full load of server. Here it goes.
Yeah, okay. Over to you, Nirupama. Please continue. Lot of network issues tonight.
No issues. No, I was just saying because hearing personal experiences from people, apart from academic activities, our teachers were so involved in us. I started telling, no, I reached at 8 o'clock. Director was already there on the chair at 8 o'clock. So I thought I will go for 10 minutes early. Next day I went 10 minutes early. He's still there. Another day 10 minutes. Then I asked him, sir, what time you come? I went at 7:30. He's still there. Then I asked him, sir, what time do you come here? He said, I come here at 7 o'clock. And he was staying in Jodhpur Park area. And from Jodhpur Park to MS Street, it's quite a long journey. But he used to reach institute by 7 o'clock. I said, sir, why you are coming so early? He said, no, before sitting in OPD, I have to look after everything. And if I am not in time, how you people will learn to come in time? So that was a kind of personal teaching, yes. And sometimes when we are eating upstairs on the dining, he will suddenly come and say, "Okay, I will eat with you now." So that was a kind of teaching.
आवाज अटके रही है. I think Orko, is there network issue again? I think it's network issue again. Kalyani sir, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're audible.
We have with us in the studio Dr. Partha Chakraborty, but his mic is not turned on. Partha, if you can hear us,
Please
Orko?
rejoin if possible. Please rejoin. Partha sir, if you can hear us, please rejoin.
Right. Nirupama ma'am, network disconnected, Orko? I think Nirupama ma'am's network had also been disconnected. Anyway, we had a very Partha is Partha. The topic today is my experience of N.I.H. With Kalyani sir's permission, I'll just say a few words about N.I.H. And
Sure,
with that, I
definitely.
think there
All of us are very
there are
for
no
your experience.
if there are no other speakers to join, we'll conclude. Just a minute. I have to write it to Partho. XPER.
By this time, let me add few more experiences in a very brief.
Sure, sir.
Unparalleled seminars. I have never seen such type of seminar in homeopathic field anywhere ever. That was during our studency. 1 month will be given. 1 month time will be given to prepare a subject. Subject will be selected by the teacher, either one mathematical drug or any subject. For 1 month he will prepare. Then he have to face before 32 students, mean both the batches, senior and juniors. He have to explain what he have studied, what he have learned. And after that, every student is supposed to conclude his own ideas regarding the subject. So 1 month preparation. After 1 month, he will face 32 brilliant scholars from all over India, Dip NIH students, and the teachers. Then excellent experiences. Never,
Yes.
never I heard and exposed to such type of seminars in other than NIH, which is a very much interesting. And everybody will start crossing him in different ways, from mathematics, from medicine, from surgery, from any corner. That person who has prepared for a month, he have to face all the questions before teachers. So this type of seminars are very, very valuable to extend our knowledge. Anyway, madam is now again.
Uh,
Madam has joined.
yeah,
We can
it's okay
listen
because
many things.
I
हाँ
forgot
दीदी.
my battery was down. Now, then
Excellent
sometimes
teaching.
sometimes Dr. Mazumdar will come to the dining table and he will teach us table manners. Sometimes some minister or someone is coming from Delhi, then he will bring dinner set from his home and he will ask us to take care, and we will serve as like family serving the food and everything. So our time it was different because it was first batch. It was a very homely environment,
Definitely.
very educative environment. And we had radiologist Dr. Manna. So he will ask us radio plates, and anybody who is answering correctly, he will bring 20 or 30 paints, sometimes. and then gift each. If you give correct answer, he will give one pen to you, sometimes chocolate to you, and sometimes if a class is done well, even those days 500 rupees was a big money. So he will immediately say, take 500 rupees, take my car and go to Park Street and bring good food for all of us. This was the kind of relationship we had with our teachers during those days, no? And even when radio plate is being prepared, we can go inside the dark room and see what is the process, how to do that. Wherever you will get this kind of opportunities in one just 2 years course. I feel today it would have been a 3 years course. We would have learned much more. It was such a
Definitely.
teaching faculties were so nice. You just cannot. They were really legends and awesome people. And in my second stint, like Dr. Bidyuda wanted second time when I came to NIH. After I passed out, I joined CCRH, and there also I had told my staff, look, this is don't take this as a government office. This should look like a academic or research institute. Your get-up should be like that, not like a government hospital, because
Mm,
people are coming and you treat your
Certainly.
patient like that. So that was one thing. An NIH case record format we had. I just because I had gone from NIH and I was so influenced by NIH, I exactly made my case record like that. Only related to lymphatic filariasis, whatever information I had to fill in, I gave. So these are some of the things which all were remained throughout life with me, which I followed from NIH. And then during my service period, of course, I was not able to come much to NIH. So many, I used to hear so many changes have taken place and I could not visit and all that. But after my retirement, I got an offer, really a personal request, that please join, because we want to expand the hospital to 250 bedded and tertiary care hospital. So please make a layout plan and all that. So I came with much hope actually, because I that was a NIH was at my heart and soul. So I wanted to do really hard work, do something, and prepared a draft, and work in a way like visit good institutions, how they are working, and make it plan for NIH like that. So for some administrative reasons, though I could not do that, but I made my own myself whatever I could make without visiting other institutes. I had made a plan before leaving the institute. But what was the best part of it was that uh, after so many years, I have come one ex NIHN to for again work on a contract basis, and the people I'm meeting, they have same kind of bonding. I have a Dr. Sharasis Ghosh. Bidyut used to come frequently to the canteen. I know I used to meet him. Pralay, Tridib, Dr. Manna was there, Geeta Di. Then our time there was Sister Manjudi was a nurse, nurse in charge. She came to meet me, and whomever I met, they still like I feel like they are the same people with whom like I have studied or I studied. There was the age difference is lost at that time. Like I am first batch and they are some other batch and the current people. That was such a nice thing about NIH, that when you say you are from NIH means you automatically get attracted to that person in form of bonding. So this is particularly these people I used to sit with them regularly. Like Kalyani sir, in your room sometimes I used to go, and Dr. P.K. Mishra was there, and we were working, and I used to go, and I used to like go around the corridor in the place and meet people. But these few people whom I met, I formed a bonding, a close bonding, like it was olden days. And that was a very good part of it. Dr. Lalit, I was very close to him. Dr. Jose, with him I was very close, and they used to help me find out something, because there was no sitting place. Okay, some kind of trouble were there in administration, so there was no sitting place for me, so I was sharing space with them and working there, and trying to find what are the things and some of the ideas which I had given. And later on when I left, sometimes these young boys, they used to inform me, Didi, whatever you wanted, like this the dispensary place and this place and that place, those arrangements have been made, like under construction and made. So I was very happy with those things. That is my in second part. I actually did not stay much. I think that was only 1.5 year or something I stayed. But whatever period I stayed, I felt I am in my own place. I never felt like I am an outsider or something. Anything else too?
Bondage of heart, isn't so?
So nice
Heartless.
to listen from you, Didi,
And
and our great sharing means learning experience, learning from you, from Kalyani sir. We had with us Dr. Chandrasekhar Pore on screen, but somehow he left.
no, he was there,
So,
right?
with permission, yeah, he was there, but network connectivity again.
Okay.
I just messaged him, sent him a text. Anyway, to conclude, I'll try to share a few things why I joined NIH and why till date I am attached to NIH. Uh,
Yes. Yes.
Actually, it was something homeopathy. What is it? Uh, I was very much what to say. I was very much skeptical about homeopathy. I had a few doctors in my family in last few generations. My parents, my other seniors, but somehow I felt my brother, who has been from the first batch of BHMS in Calcutta Homeopathic Medical College. He has been there, and his younger brother, who has been uh, allopath, doing MBBS from National Medical College. So there were vast differences between the two. Then I went to search about the homeopathic colleges and didn't found it so attractive. I think a lot of people might be agreeing with my views. Maybe they can say straightforward like me or Kalyani sir. I tried to get chance in the medical stream, in the modern medical medicine stream, didn't get a chance over there. Somehow once I got that advertisement of NIH, like Didi said, after they became doctor and came to NIH, like Kalyani sir, Nirupama ma'am, uh, I was trying to get into some medical courses. In between the advertisement of National Institute of Homeopathy came, I went to the Amher Street campus. I found it so big, so posh, something a big, not like the other homeopathic colleges. It attracted me. Uh, we did the application, then waited, and forgot that some application has been done by some of us. After a few months, almost half a year, I got a call, and you need to go for the verification and other checkups before you go for the examination in Salt Lake campus. We went to the Salt Lake campus and found, wow, I had been a uh, regular goer for Calcutta Medical College, CMC. Uh, my uncle was there as the principal and superintendent, but somehow I had been there very frequently, but I found it's very vast, very big. Oh, Bapre, so big, so diverse. It attracted me a lot. And something, it comes in a dream that if you want to get admission in somewhere in this big type of institute, you can be a good physician. It's just something of that sort. And I was not such a great student to go for a all India examination and to succeed in it. But when the results came out, I saw that first name was Dr. Tridib Sarkar, the second name was mine. We got admission luckily, and uh, on this same date, today, 10th of December 1987. And that's how I got in NIH. In between what happens in NIH and how it happens and their experience in NIH, Usha had told a part, and Chandru is there in the studio. He might be telling his part. But still, till date, why I am attracted to NIH. NIH had given me the basic recognition as a human being. What Didi has been telling, the how to get in touch with the people, how to keep a relationship with the people, how to get yourself involved pan India. NIH, National Institute of Homoeopathy, the national, the feeling of nationality, जो हमारे देश का एक कुछ चीज है, हमारे देश है, तो NIH, it's not something like it's a college, a medical college. It's a total replica of our India, the Bharatvarsh. So that attracted me a lot. And till date, so many juniors, so many seniors, the seniors from the rank and files of Nirupama ma'am, who I am proud to share the screen tonight, Dr. Ishwara Das sir, Dr. SKB, Dr. Kalyani sir, Dr. Adhikari sir, Dr. Sunimal Sarkar sir, and the stalwart teachers like Dr. Kalyani, Dr. LM Khan, Dr. SZ Khan, and so many other teachers whom we came across. The networking across the globe, wherever I had been in India, I never felt down that I am a BHMS or I am a homeopath. Once I introduced myself to a person in Gujarat, any medical fraternity in Gujarat, hi, this is Mukherjee, Dr. Bidyut Mukherjee from National Institute of Homoeopathy. I am a homeopath by profession. And the recognition I got pan India was awesome. I'm neither attached to any government college, nor any private college, nor any private sector, nor any government sector. But still, the recognition of NIH is still a major part of attraction for me to be in touch with NIH. I'll not extend further. We have with us, I think, tonight's last speaker, Dr. Chandrasekhar Pore. Please share your experience. Chandra, are you audible?
I think I don't know whether am I audible?
Yeah, you're audible. You're audible.
Audible?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Hello.
you're audible. Clearly, clearly audible.
Thank you,
Very
sir.
good.
Uh, respected Nirupama ma'am or Nirupama di, what I used to say nowadays,
Yes,
and
yes, you can.
Kalyani sir and Bidyut and all others. Uh, let us start this. It is our experience in NIH. What NIH happens to us, or what NIH gives to us, it gives immense help to our life, to our personal life, to our professional life, and everything. Whatever I am today I am because of NIH. But when I entered, I'll try to say the few words from my beginning till the end and till today. My experience of NIH. Initially, so far I remember, it is in the last part of 1985. Most probably, I got information on the advertisement through newspaper for the starting of BHMS course in NIH, and I applied it. And most probably, it is the uh, and there was no news from it afterwards for long days. So once I went there, I saw the building and the campus. It was huge, and I have seen few colleges. That time, I have started the BHMS course in Burdwan Homeopathic Medical College. So I had an idea of homeopathic colleges, and I have seen the Calcutta Homeopathic Medical College from the road, and from that angle or from that view, NIH has a huge buildings and huge, uh, what I should say, a huge area, and that impressed me much. Like Bidyut, what Bidyut told you just few years. After that, examination was done, and no news. almost 6 or 7 years, 7 months after the invitation for the interview came. When we entered, before that we have heard that some few eminent professors or eminent persons were in the interview board. When I entered, I remember Dr. Bolanath Chakraborty sir, and actually he asked me the questions, all the questions, and even it came to he goes from one point to another point, and he started at one point he told me to ask me about my hobbies. I told recitation, and he then once recited a poem.
Mhm.
He recited a poem and asked me the name of the poet. I could not say. I could not answer it. Then he told the name. In between, some questions about some other things came, and afterwards, I saw that I was selected. And the first day of the course started on 10th December 1987. It was also my birthday. 10th December was my birthday, so it was in my inner in my inner mind. I was very much happy from that birthday. I have started the course, though I started it very late because I have done. I had done BSc that time. Anyway, after that we started it, and when the course started, we saw very from the very first day. I remember myself and Partho Chakraborty of our batch. We joined the hostel from the very beginning, and it was the course was from the very beginning. It was the you have to stay in the hostel. So we we stayed there. That time only one Dip NIH batch, ninth batch of Dip NIH was there. So we had some feelings of whether there will be some ragging or nothing or something like that, but nothing happened. We went there. Uh, we started the course, and from the 11th December, the classes has started. And from the very first class, the then director, Dr. S.R. Islam sir, he clearly told in the first class that you have to tell English. You have to tell English all the time because this is a national institute, and you have to talk in English, you have to question in English, and nothing Bengali or Hindi or any other words can be uttered in the class or outside. So that way, what what Dr. Abdul most probably told, that English, we knew English, but we had not experienced in talking in English, the spoken English particularly. So from that time on, spoken English has started, and later it helped me much. Nowadays, I am not talking in English very frequently, so it is a problem nowadays. But that time, I was at the later part of my course, I was very much easy talking in English. And in my professional life, I learned Hindi from the patients particularly. I can understand. Anyway, so I will share some experience of our hostel days. I remember one night in the time was in the summer. It was winter, and our examination was coming on. Just another 1 month ago, we were reading, and that time the season was winter, and at 12 or 12:30 like that at night we were reading, and whenever when we feel bored, we went to one of our one of our colleague. I remember it was Robi De's room. So we went there. We were talking, and after a few time, some other people who were reading at that night, they also joined us. So in the next part of the behind Robi's room, there was customs quarter. So someone told that, see, they're happily they're sleeping, and we were some bunch of idiots were reading at this night and cold night. Suddenly, one of us suggested to let us cry and let them be awake. So make something. Partho, you can remember, I think. Bidyut and Partho, you remember. You were there also. Anyway, that time we wanted to try the cry from Robi's house, but Robi told no. My room is known to them, so you cannot cry from my room. Beside him was Osim's room. Osim was also there. Osim also told, no, I am also known many persons of that quarter. So you cannot join crying from my room. So beside that, another room was there. That was that time our reading room. The newspapers were bought there, and we went there. We put off all the lights. So it was dark, and we started crying. Almost 7 to 8 people of 7 to 8 students started crying in different tones and different voices. Ogo amar ki holo go, ogo ki hobe go, like that. And within 1 or 2 minutes, all the lights of the nearby quarter started lighting. They were anxiously waiting, and they're coming out to their windows and few in their verandas to see what happened. They knew that students are there in the hostel, and from the first floor, our rooms were there in the first floor, and we started crying, and they all gathered there. All are whispering, what happens? Someone is asking, what happened? But no one is answering. After 5 or 6 minutes of crying, of making शोर मचाने के बाद, उतना टाइम शोर मचाने के बाद हम लोग बताने लगा जैसे we have to read, and they all are sleeping outside. Everyone is sleeping, and we have to read because we have exams. At the very moment, the moment they could understand what is happening and we are making a joke, they started putting up lights and they started to went there. It was one fun moment, I remember. Other usual habits in the hostel, I remember that whenever, at that time actually, ninth batch has gone, and no batch other than our batch was present in the college. So during our that time, load shedding was very common feature of Calcutta or West Bengal. So whenever the load shedding was going on, we started to gather in the veranda of first floor. Proloy was the lead singer. We started singing different songs, and we joined with his voice. Proloy, Tridib, Oshim, Partho, Bijon, Robi, many people, all our batchmates. We joined there, and as soon as the light comes, we started. That time the main switch was in the near the security office, and security officer has to start the handle. Means he has to, as the load shedding starts, the handle goes out, and you have to keep the handle again in so that the light comes. So that time we started in the singing moment, in singing mood, to okay, now the time has come. Security dada, please give the handle on. Please make the handle on. So that was some nice moments. Other moments we during we went we left NIH 96. So long days. We have seen 7 batches. After first batch, there was some turmoil to give the BHMS. Initially, it was stated that the BHMS will be given by the institute, but later on, it was known that NIH has no power to give the degree. So after that, the institute went. The BHMS course came under the Calcutta University, and we had given only 19 days to be prepared to go the exam, and many other things happened there. Now the teaching. This is my experience on NIH, and let me start with something, my experience over the teaching and other things. As we were the first batch BHMS, and only the Dip NIH students were taught beforehand. So many departments were not prepared. We started for the preparation. We frequently we visited the directors, academic in charge, and other personalities to make the every department to be good enough, and by that time it is becoming good. We are going out of that course, and later on it started another fight for the next department to set up. So this is the throughout our experience regarding most of the departments. Anyway, we didn't have much good setup of different departments, but we had a good relationship with teachers, and I remember that the teachings or the practical utilities in the OPD. We had a very good OPD section, IPD section, and a very good library. And library was library is very enough, more than enough, I could say, to learn many things. Other than homeopathy, there are also many different books on different subjects and different things. So anyone can understand anything or go through the literature to understand the things. So that was a very good point of NIH regarding the library. And even now, whenever I got any chance to go there, I went there, but not too much. Anyway, and the teachers were not all departments were very good teachers. We had not experienced many good teachers initially, but later on many good teachers joined, and we got very good teachings from them. I remember my father used to say me that teachers are actually a torch, like a torchlight. They can show you the light, but you have to go through the path yourself. And that is a very good point, I remember. And that thing I learned it also in the NIH, because the teachers, I remember the organ teachers, Dr. Shaman Adhikari sir, Dr. L.M. Khan sir, and Dr. A.K. Das sir, Ashok Kumar Das sir. They were the teachers in the organon, and I learned many things from them. And different teachers in Materia Medica, Dr. S.K.B. sir, Dr. S.K. Bhattacharya sir, Dr. Kalyani sir gave us 2 or 3 lectures. I think he was the most laziest person in the during our time. At least we saw. We had tried many times, but he on different occasions he just bypassed it. But anyway, the 2 classes I remember that he told us about phosphorus, and he gave totally a new angle of phosphorus in the classroom. And we had very good teaching from the Dr. Nirupama Sarkar sir. He personally gave us lectures. Sometimes he also stayed in the NIH at night, and that time few of us went there to learn something, and he also taught us many in the class also. We, though he was not teacher at that time, but we make him a teacher, but so that he can give us lectures, and he with a very good preparation he gave us the lectures and give new examples or new uh, directions in the reading of homeopathy or learning homeopathy from the mathematical side. And also we have seen very good cases in the IPD and OPD sections from there. Though many teachers, I remember many teachers, while questioning them in the classroom, they used to say, "Learn, read it, and you will learn it." But they never told us the some correct answers. Most probably, I remember, I understood that uh, they either they do not know, or they do not know many things, as many things in homeopathy is still unknown. Still, it is to be known, and in due course, most probably it will be learned. But that time, many teachers, I don't know why they are telling us those things. Only few teachers exactly told the right things, and if they do not know, they just clearly told that it is not known to us. You have to see it whether it would be known to us afterwards or not. And the last, I will like to say about the administration of NIH. From the very beginning, we saw that during our time and during in the later part of our class, or later part of our life in NIH as a student, we saw that the authority, the administration was very poor. They had very loopholes from their side, bypassed many things, did not give much importance, only few gave importance. And most probably still now we feel some other difficulties from the administration. Anyway, that is the another part. Some bad things always happen. Everyone has some good points and bad points, and we have also personally we also have those things. But anyway, NIH is one of the great. NIH has a greatest role in my life, and whatever I have learned homeopathy, I have learned it from my teachers, from my institute, and I'm proud to be a NIHian. Thank you all.
Thank you, Dr. Chandrasekhar, for your valuable inputs. And we have the last speaker tonight, uh, his roommate, Dr. Partha Chakraborty, who is a self-made batchmate of mine, and he had explored new countries to go ahead with the spread of education of homeopathy. Over to you, Dr. Partha.
Yeah. Am I audible?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Actually, I joined late in the meeting. I'm very sorry for that. Good evening, everybody. It's always been a pleasure to talk over here. I'm the student of first batch BHMS. NH has always been, in the center of my heart since the last 37 years. I took admission. My father was a homeopath in Durgapur. I took admission in Mahesh Bhattacharya College initially. I remember after class 12. But when I saw the NIH building in Salt Lake growing up, I had the dream to get admission, and I got admission to NIH. NIH actually has given me a lot of confidence. Now I am practicing with a lot of confidence over here. To be very honest, I'm one of the leading practitioners in Durgapur because of NIH, because of the teachers. And I've been teaching in a university in Malaysia, that also because of NIH, because I've learned the details of many things from my teachers in NIH. And my whole life, I am indebted to the teachers of NIH. Actually, Chandra was telling about NIH, everything, administration. But I am very much indebted to the library, especially. The library attracted me very much. It was a huge library. I remember I don't know what is the present status right now, but during our times, the library was even open on the Sundays. And sometimes it happened, very frequently it happened that I was the only student who used to attend the library on Sundays. So I got a lot of new things from NIH which I didn't have before that. It has given me a lot of confidence. I know why I'm telling you, because of this confidence thing. When I started practicing in Durgapur, uh, the concept came over here that MRs were starting visiting in our clinics, Wilma Shobe MR, SBL MRs. When they came to my clinic and they learned that I am from NIH, I saw that they were actually talking to me in a with a added respect. So I can understand, I could feel that this added respect that I used to garner from them, that was only because of NIH. They were so conscious about the quality, about the standards, academic standards, clinical standards of NIH, that they used to see me in a different light. So that is what I've got from NIH. On a serious note, I can just share one experience. I've got a lot of experience. Chandra was telling, Bidyut must have told. I'll just share with you one experience. I have got many very, very good teachers in NIH. And one of the greatest teachers that I've got in NIH was Professor Shomon Mitro of Anatomy Department. I remember one incident when we went to give the anatomy exam in DND College. Uh, the first BHMS, we were appearing for the first BHMS, and that was the first day anatomy exam. When we were returning from DND, it was already around 3 p.m. in the afternoon. When I was entering the main gate, along with my friends, the security person over there, he told me, Parthoda, you have been called by Shomor sir. He is waiting for you in the anatomy department. I was actually, to be very frank, I was very, scared why Shomon Mitra is calling me, because he's a man of such a stature, big stature. I was very scared. I told him, why he's calling me? He told, I don't know. He has already asked me through the peon that you have to meet him. He's waiting for you in the anatomy department. So I went to the anatomy department. I saw that Shomon Mitra was sitting, Dr. Bibidash was sitting, and Professor who was the other professor? I don't remember the name. Three professors were sitting in anatomy department. I entered the room. I asked permission for entering the room, and Shomon Mitra told me, come inside, come inside. I went inside, and Shomon Mitra told me, give me the paper, give me the paper. Then I took out the paper from my bag. I gave it to sir, and sir was going through the paper. What is the answer? What is this answer? What is this answer? What is this answer? How much will get over here? Then I just told him, sir, I will get this marks, this marks, this marks. Then he told me, you don't talk about yourself. You tell me about the batch. How much will your friends get? Because you know everybody of your batch. Your batch is a small batch. You know everybody. So you tell me an average. And you won't believe that he's a teacher of such a stature. He was waiting for us. And one of the professors who was sitting beside Dr. Shomon Mitra, he was telling, it's already late. Let us go for lunch. Let us go for lunch. And Shomon Mitra told, you don't know how much anxious I am, because this is the first batch of NIH. Many things are at stake. If they make a good result, we'll be on a good footing over here. So that was Shomon Mitra. And he told me that this is the average marks that your friends are going to get. And it was absolutely correct. That was his experience. So I still remember with, all respect, from my heart, that great man I met in NIH. And it had been because of NIH that I had the advantage to meet so many big teachers, great teachers. When I'm teaching the students in my Malaysian university, I tell about these two teachers, that I am the student of these teachers. So that is NIH. I think that is a lifetime experience. I'm very thankful to everybody, to NIH, for giving me a new direction in my life. I'm established today because of NIH. That's all. Thank you, Bidyut.
Thank you so much, Dr. Partho. Though you had joined late, but you had been watching on the YouTube live and trying to connect. This is the bonding what Nirupama had been saying, the bonding between each others. I had got a question in the studio. from Naveen Kumar. Probably thanks Nirupamati and Kalyani sir for sharing your experience. I got an answer of many questions. Probably this kid has been joined in NIH very recently. And I think Kalyani sir and Partho and Nirupama ma'am will agree that tonight's CME, so it's in a different perspective. My experience of NIH, it came all on a sudden in our mind, the CME committee, and we explored the opportunity and we did the CME. So I think this will be a landmark event, and this recording will be there in the YouTube. The people who had left NIH, they will share, they will cherish the experiences, and moreover, this will be another referral video for the kids who are trying to pursue homeopathy and are having a dream to join National Institute of Homeopathy, be it in UG, be it in PG, or in the long run, we are going to have the doctoral setup also, PhD. So this video tonight's the 84th episode of CME by NIH Alumni Association will be a referral CME for the future generation. I think Kalyani sir, Nirupamadi will surely agree with that, and I'll request Kalyani sir uh, to
Definitely.
conclude this session. Over to you, Kalyani sir.
Thank you, Bidyut. With due respect to our respected Didi, Nirupamati, we are really grateful for his presence in the CME. To all my brothers, sisters, to be with us. The one thing we must remember that the God within the temple must be cared more than the temple itself. NIT is flourishing, huge campus, fantastic building, beautiful laboratory, nice constructions. But proportionately, sincere responsibility, sincere vision and vigilance should be on the essence of the institute, that how much competency, how much confidence are getting from the NIT of the students. That means confidence of the students, knowledge of the students, how much they are achieving from NIT, how brilliant teachers are teaching there. That means the essence of the institute is learning, knowledge of students and teachers are the essence of this institute. That should be cared sincerely. We should expect, we should hope and pray to Almighty, to Hannibal himself too, that all of us must put more attention to the God of Inai than that of its temple. With thanks to everybody, we are growing, we will grow, gradually go on, and definitely will achieve our expected achievement in near future. With the expectation and love and affection to all of us, respect to senior, thank you very much for the night.
Good night and thank you. With this, we are returning back to our backstage editor, Orko Mukherjee. The speakers on screen, please stay back. Will be there on the stream here once it goes off live. Over to you, Orko. Orko, are you there?
Thank you all. Thanks for watching. I hope you have enjoyed with today's CME. And yes, I am here. Just was taking everyone on backstage. So to all the viewers who are watching live, today's CME doesn't have any the e-participation certificate as it's been closed for some reasons, and also we have certain issues with some things for which we are unable to live stream on Facebook and Twitter. But you can also follow there, like our page on Facebook and follow on Twitter. And one more thing is that you can now become a member just to help the IT team. You can now become a member. There are varied schemes in this membership plan. This is a YouTube membership program. If you want, you can just uh, do the membership, take a membership on our channel. And also with this, um, There is nothing more to say, and until then, let's just wait for our next CME and hope for the best. So it's me, Orko Mukherjee, signing off. Good night to all.